She is strict, ready to go. We have ourselves a championship fight. Abdul Kamara, blue gloves, Martinez, red gloves, red trunks.
You see him fight from both stances. He's got knockout power in both hands. And high kicks. I've seen him hit KOs with each one of his 4 limbs.
Abdul Kamara said he wants to be the first fighter from Sierra Leone in the UFC, destined to be there. He also knows that this Fury belt means a lot as well.
Yeah, a real accolade as a martial artist. Oh, I was curious if Kamara was going to look to grapple, maybe take some of that fast twitch explosivity out of Leomana early. Kamara also has a few submissions to his name. I think more subs than KOs. After the side kick there, a hybrid front kick, side kick there from Leomana. Had some traditional martial arts background as a youngster. Transitioning in there, big left hand.
Yep. Very fast hands from Martinez. It's been a couple of times that Abdul Kamara has initiated the contact, and Martinez has countered and landed with that left hand.
Ooh, nice low kick. Leomana. Kamara's throwing big combos, but he's just never quite in the right range because of Leomana's movement.
Man, there is some tension in this air. There's an electricity for this title fight. Everyone on the edge of their seats. Just past the halfway mark of round 1. Oh, man.
That was a good uppercut from Leomana, but then a good little right hook from Kamara as he enters into the clinch.
Abdul Kamara trying that big elbow right over the top as they were breaking that clinch.
That kick was checked there by Kamara. Oh, so was that one. That doesn't seem like a big deal. But I'm telling you that sends off some real cautionary flags for the kicker. The last thing I want to do is get a broken shin.
So much power in the hands of Abdul Kamara, so much speed in the hands of Martinez. Which one's going to give first?
Yeah, in the heavier weight classes, power often plays. In these lower weight classes, though, speed kills, man. Yeah, really, I'd say Kamara probably the heavier puncher.
Under 1 minute left in round 1. Fight scheduled to go 5 rounds for the Bantamweight Championship. John Giannis, the last holder, got the call to the UFC. Oh, man, that connected.
See some people watch the UFC event last night. We had 2 spinning elbows, spinning knockouts in a row last night. Both devastating.
Yeah, those are pretty rare. Molly McCann hit 2 of them. I know Yuri Prohashka hit a nasty one. John Reyes. That was years ago. Oh, hey. Hey. He was trying to jump out of the cage.
Mano Martinez having some fun. Abdul Kamara having some fun inside. First round done. You see Kamara just vibing out inside, dancing. Take a look
Interesting
at
first round here. Yeah, interesting first round here, Real. That, you know, Kamara tried to make this dirty. He wanted this up against the cage. He tried to turn this into a little bit more dirty of a fight. And Mano Martinez just was not allowing it. I think Mano landed the better of the punches. Abdul is continuing to put pressure. He's just missing with those combinations, and Mano is not missing. He's not hitting him as hard. They're not really taking effect on him. Probably the worst damage that Mano took in that first round was those 2 check kicks.
Yeah, it's fair. The guys are fighting appropriately, as if, you know, they're fighting at a 5-round pace, and you need to. Especially when the guys are hard to put away, which both of these guys have been, you know, proven to, you know, make their opponents try to kill them.
Round 2. Let's see what adjustments were made in the corner. A little slip there.
Yep. There's that slippery spot. It's nothing compared to the ice skating rink we saw in New Orleans a couple weeks ago.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But
the humidity of New Orleans was one of the wildest cage conditions we've seen.
yeah, like there was a lot of hockey fights at the New Orleans card. It's pretty amazing.
To the ground we go for the first time, especially for an extended period.
Full mount. There's the framework of Mano. So there's that right hand. Check the hips and drop it. And Mano gets back to his feet. That was big.
You can tell if that landed, but it is going to give Mano something to think about next time he ducks his head down.
Nice body kick here. Open stance now.
Really good.
Mano. Both guys are very acute with their exits. They're both making each other miss. I mean, super narrow. Keeping themselves in counter range, making sure they're not getting hit with any unnecessary shots. The right hand there for Kamara.
Oh,
Nice jab, intercepted him midway through the kick.
looked like just a glancing eye poke. I think that's what was the apology for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. This is so high level. I mean, it's down to like centimeters.
Yeah.
These guys are escaping big punches and combos.
You know, usually it's the first one to land a big shot wins it. But in this case, the first one to make a mistake is going to lose it. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Staying in the pocket for just a half second too long. I mean, oh. Right there. Abdul led with that right uppercut. Just, nice left-hander from Mano. Just as soon as Mano threw a lead hook straight right. Nice good right-hander from Kamara.
Neither guy backing out either. They're staying right there in the pocket. They're good with it. They're not much circling going on or aggressive circling until now, but both guys are very comfortable right there. 1:30 left in round 2.
They both landed straight punches. Kamara with the right hand, Mano with the left hand. Abdul's a little more stopping power. Oh. Classic cross combination. And I saw that shot coming. Changed levels and down block. That's a triple attempt.
Now Abdul finding some momentum. Ooh.
And Kamar's starting to take some chances here. Starting to enter the pocket and stay in there a little bit longer, trying to finish off those combinations. He's landing a little bit more.
Walks into a stiff jab.
Nice body shot.
Yeah, and fights this competitive and this close. It kind of comes down to maybe what the best shot, the best couple of shots. Liamana's had some good straight lefts. And he's finishing this round strong though. His pressure, his cage control.
Martinez talking a little bit inside, saying, come on, bring it. And Abdul Kamara staying poised, didn't over punch there in the final few seconds. Let's take a look at these highlights for round 2. He had the big dump, but Martinez built that base back up pretty fast.
I think a better round for Abdul Kamara. I think he landed a little better, landed a little heavier.
Yeah, that right hand.
I think the frequency was bigger with Mana, but I just don't think it did as much damage. I think we saw Mana kind of stumble a little bit a couple of times in that round, but still a very, very close fight. And I mean, that's just my opinion. Those 2 rounds could be either guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Round 3 coming up. Don't forget, we still have our main event where another title will be on the line as Paris Moran takes on Jacob Silva for the 125 strap. Right here on UFC Fight Pass. It's
so
been
wild that this is not the main event.
I know. It's been such a fun card so far. And 2 rounds into the 135 title fight, and it has lived up to the excitement, lived up to the hype, lived up to the high level promise of both of these fighters. Leo Martinez trying to get back to the UFC. Abdul Kamara trying to be the first UFC fighter from Sierra Leone. And while winning the 135 title isn't a guarantee that you're going to get to the UFC, it's going to be a very interesting statement piece to make your case for a shot.
I have to look at the map and see. My geography is not that great. Let's see where Sierra Leone is.
Africa.
All right. Is that a guess, or do you know?
No, it's Africa. Yeah.
I also thought that was the case.
Yeah.
I don't want to say to be wrong.
Blood diamonds. That's that's where the
oh, really?
You know, unfortunately, the blood diamond trade. Diamonds from Sierra Leone.
Huh.
Good luck on that tomorrow.
Sitting down that right hand, trying to anticipate where the head of Martinez is going to be, because, man, if that thing lands, there's a lot of power behind that.
Man, it's like anytime one guy lands a punch, the other guy lands a punch immediately after.
Martinez doing a good job of giving the judges some scoring criteria here, making sure they know that hitting in the glove, that hitting in the elbow.
Yeah.
That's after that last leg kick from Mana Martinez. That one may have stung just a little bit.
Two minutes left in round 3. Oh, good right there.
The right hand is starting to find a home.
Oh.
Abdul Kamara.
Change levels again, but no, there's no ninja trick there. His head was way too high. Monzo gets an underhook kick. Man, if he wasn't able to get him down to control him when they were more fresh and less sweaty, it's probably not going to happen in round 3. It's one of them that's really tired. Man, and I know this is tough to say. I feel like being a fighter, though. If anyone can say it, I can, but it's almost like each guy, if they could add maybe 1 or 2 more punches on their very well-timed combos, then they can do some damage. But the more shots you add on, the more counterable you are. It's certainly a higher risk. But when you got Fury Championship going on the line, the risk could be worth taking.
Yeah, for Mana Martinez was definitely using more fast combos in round 1, has slowed down just a little bit. 10 seconds left in round 3. But yeah, you're right. Like, they're going in with those combos, but yeah, if they stayed a little bit longer, what could be done?
Well, they're both doing such a good job mitigating, negating the initial damage they're looking to do. And in that damage, counter, they're moving and leaning, putting them in a position, perhaps, either another punch to land or a counter punch to be thrown. And that's the risk. Honestly, it's the same token as our co-main event last time, Lester Bages Jr. fighting Penalamo. Penalamo was a bit critiqued for grappling when he should strike when he should grapple. And the first time he stand and traded, he looked awesome, but he gets KO'd. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But in a fight like this, it's like, man, you should have sat there and thrown more. Maybe you don't want a decision. But then you get a guy who stands there and throws more, and he gets counter-punched KO'd. And it's like, man, where's the balance?
Yeah.
And that's for each and every individual martial artist to not only figure out, but to calculate that risk-reward, equation.
We head to championship rounds. How do we have this fight scored so far? 3 rounds in.
I don't know.
I have no clue.
I have no idea.
And in a fight like that, where you're like, are we winning? Are we losing? Do we have anything guaranteed? The answer is no. Then you have to take risks.
Yeah, and I think, Alex, you're right.
Oh.
I think these guys get into a rhythm, and I think the rhythm so far has been 1, 2, 3, and that's the combination you get out. And you can see to start the 4th round right here, that rhythm is already broken. They're coming out a little bit more aggressive here in the 4th round.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, both guys being a little bit more aggressive, staying in the pocket a little bit longer. Just starting out round 4. And just going back to that point you made, Alex, like there is a discussion that you have to have internally, right? Where, yes, if I get the belt, that's great. But if I win, it's a tough fight, and I win a unanimous decision fight, that's great. It looks fantastic. But there is that layer of, if I want to get to the UFC, they've been upfront about this. Mick Maynard, Sean Shelby, they want finishes. And they want finishes. It doesn't matter if it's a title fight or if you're just fighting guys. They want to see finishes.
Yeah, great commentator once said, consequences be damned.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out later. But that was you about 2 hours ago.
Consequences be damned. And both of these guys, by the way, aren't going for big combinations now, and they're trying to get the finish, but you're also facing a very good fighter.
Yeah. And this is a tremendous contest. Like, as a striker, it's awesome combinations, awesome setups, but it's just particularly good defense. I mean, the strike count, they have to throw in, what, 200 plus each?
Yeah, it's nonstop, Michael.
Yeah, easily a couple hundred punches each, and 40% of those have landed with some kind of velocity. And it's these late rounds that kind of tell you, as you start to get into these late rounds, you typically find who wants it more, and you still can't tell. It looks like both guys have turned it up here in the fourth round.
Yeah. If nothing's landing flush and the strike count's relatively even, then it does go to a criteria, and that's cage control. And I do believe Kamara has been the one on the front foot more.
Oh.
Nice jab there from Leomano.
Man, Kamara is just missing with those big right hands. You got to think that Martinez will slow down a little bit, that maybe one of those will land. And same, Mana is just barely missing on the last punch of those combinations.
Hands together. Notice Mana instantly framing on the head. Watch the moment he can get that right knee on the ground, he'll go to base.
Yeah, so good with his defense is Mana.
Now it's moments like these that make a close round a bit more definitive. Even if Mana gets back up quick, I mean, that scores well for Kamara.
Oh, Kamara being a bully now.
Working late in round 4, perhaps. Bit of fight fatigue has paid off. That Kamara with his pressure him on an accepting bottom position and close guard.
Abdul Kamara doing some damage here in the fourth round. Martinez's face starting to show a little bit of damage on it. There's some puffiness around that eye. Looks like he's bleeding a little bit. Can't really tell from where yet, but Abdul Kamara starting to separate himself, in brutality at least, here in the fourth round.
Yeah, this is the most definitive the fight has been thus far.
Right there in the Space City Collective corner. Shout out to Chino and the boys.
Abdul Kamara trying to get enough space to hit him with that elbow. Yeah, I think it may be something like that, Alex. An elbow in a position like this that cuts him open, that shows real damage, and that may be kind of an indication of where the fight goes.
Yeah.
Those first 3 rounds are pretty close, but that's a definitive Abdul Kamara round.
All right, 5th round coming up. It says that round was Kamara, like we feel good, but man, up until that, it's been very close. We're not sure what the judges are feeling, of course. Round 5 coming up. This fight is very much up for grabs right now.
Man, I just feel like it hasn't shown as much as it did in the 4th round, but I feel like the whole fight has gone where Abdul Kamara is pushing the pace. He is pushing a lot of countering from Martinez, and he's landed a little bit, but nothing that's even stumbled Abdul Kamara off of his path. I feel like that. I mean, this could be, to a piece. This could be 4 rounds to none for Abdul Kamara. We just don't know, and I don't think either one of these guys want to take that chance. So this 5th round is going to be unbelievable.
All right, here we go. Left eye swollen.
Shout out, though, to the cut man. That was swollen pretty bad. Exiting round 4, they got it down quite a bit.
Oh, man.
pressure there.
Hey, is it just me, or has that boom cam been a little too close for comfort a couple times tonight?
It has been close. I like it when the heavyweights are in and you see the cam on the jib, like touching their heads.
Yeah. Some of the heavyweights have really tested the integrity of this Fury cage.
Yes. Don't forget, we are back in action on Friday in Dallas for Fury FC 108. Right here on UFC Fight Pass. Action starts up at 8 p.m. or 8:30. 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. action. 5:30 prelims.
Abdul Kamara continuing to pressure Mana Martinez here in the 5th round. And those big punches just missing right over the top of the head of Mana Martinez.
Oh, man. Abdul Kamara really upping the output here in round 5. Backing up Martinez.
Stepping knee there from Kamara. Hit the cup a bit there of Leomana.
This happened last fight too, where Mana Martinez walked into a finger from Reyes Cortez. That happened in round 2. We'll take a look at our cup check. Right in.
Well, maybe shin kind of.
Yeah.
Also hit it. So it's important for the fans to be educated. The cage control criteria, it only comes into play if there was no striking. So if the striking is close, you just have to choose who you thought the strikes were better.
Gotcha.
If there's no strikes, then the cage control is a fact. Common misconception. I was educated from a good friend of mine watching the fight. Shout out to the Fury fans.
Oh, man.
That was a good one.
That
so Leomana
was
was actually throwing a punch, coming forward and rotated into an inside kick.
All right, this one is going to take a little bit longer for the recovery. Take a look at this cup check. Bang! Oh, yeah.
Notice that was right in between the combo. Leomana was in the southwest stance. Did that right hook into the straight left. Right?
That cup check.
That open stance, orthodox, right leg kick to the inside. And Leomana, like punching, was in punching range, rotated on a kick. I mean, it was kind of a perfect storm.
Cup check replay brought to you by Sheath Underwear. Mana Martinez back up. The cup did its job somewhat. These fans are excited to get back into action. Daniela Guevara giving a warning to Abdul Kamara.
Will this be a sprint? The last half of the 5th round. Oh, big left hand from Abdul Kamara. And that knee is getting close again to that cup.
That one was so close again.
Yeah, I think Kamara pulled that one back, and if he would have finished that one, I think it would have been another cup check.
Who knows? Maybe a point taken away in a close fight
again, probably.
Man, what a fight this has been so far. A minute and a half left here in the 5th round of this title fight.
This has been a razor-thin, close fight. Round 4, probably the only round where you can definitively say that one fighter had the best of the other in Abdul Kamara. Outside of that, it's very close. We'll find out if it gets there.
One minute left, and both guys, up until this clinch, were trying to get that highlight reel knockout.
Abdul Kamara just going for it here. Might have been too ambitious, but we go back to our feet. 20 seconds left. Oh man, Kamara unloading with the left, just missing. Martinez pointing to the center of the cage, jump knee. Spinning back fist into a flurry of punches. Martinez leaving it all inside the cage. And wow, what a war. That is what you want from a title fight.
Wow. That was about as good the last 30 seconds of a fight that you could possibly see. Both guys gamers. Man, what a close fight. I mean, I have no idea who's going to win this fight. I know one definitive round, and that's it.
Even that last round, you know, you look at that flurry, you look at the strikes.
I mean, yeah, considering how close it was, I mean, come on, maybe he wins the 5th round with that flurry. He'll certainly win round 4.
Yeah. This also gives me a moment to get on my soapbox one more time. This is why we should have live results going into round 5. You know where the fight stands. Could you imagine the excitement level if it was a 2-2 fight up to that point, those last 30 seconds? But instead, we don't know. We just guess. Change that, please. The one thing that always irks me about MMA, we got to change it. We need to see live results, how the judges have scored it so far. One day, maybe one day. Still to come, our title fight between Paris Moran and Jacob Silva for the flyweight championship. Inside the cage, let's crown a new champ. Who's it going to be, Wayne?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of championship combat, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision. Brought to you by TedNoonLawFirm.com. Judge Jesse Laurenti scored the fight 48-47, Kamara. Judge Ricardo Delgado scored the fight 48-47, Martinez. And Judge William Dean scored the fight 49-46, declaring your winner by split decision and new Fury FC Bantamweight Champion, Abdul the Reborn King Kamara.
Congratulations.